Well, there is new evidence found in the murder of the UnitedHealthcare CEO today. Sources tell CBS News that fingerprints on a water bottle found at the crime scene match the fingerprints of the man charged. 26-year-old Luigi Mangione is currently being held in Pennsylvania without bail as he fights extradition to New York. He struggled with officers as he was brought into court for yesterday's hearing. Police released these body cam images showing Mangione inside McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, prior to his arrest. He was spotted by patrons of the establishment. They alerted an employee, and that employee called 911.
A guy came in the door, and I didn't really look at him. I thought everyone was kidding around. The one guy said, "That looks like the shooter from New York." Well, then we laughed, and I guess he placed his order, and we just went on about our business. But we were kidding about it. They were like, "Oh, boy, wouldn't that be something, you know?" So then I actually left after that, and I went to the restroom, and he was sitting in the back. But I thought it was one of the employees because they go back there on break and they put their hoods up.
Anna Schecter is the senior coordinating producer for our CBS News Crime and Public Safety Unit, and she is here in Studio 57 with more on the case. So, Anna, how significant is the fact that officials now say they are able to place Mangione at the scene of the crime in New York?
This is crucial for prosecutors who are building their case. Of course, he's already charged with murder, but he has to go through the legal process, and the prosecutors have to make their case. So that DNA evidence, the fingerprint that they took when he got booked in Pennsylvania, that matches fingerprints recovered from a water bottle at the scene of the crime that police recovered here in New York City. So that is very important. We might all be sitting here saying, of course, that's the guy, but there's a legal process here. He has a defense attorney who is advocating on his behalf, and the prosecutors have to go through all the steps that they need to build a case to definitively, without any doubt, place him at the scene of the crime and have him, this individual, Luigi Mangione, pulling the trigger. So they are working to build that case. So that DNA and those fingerprints are crucial.
And we're learning a lot more about Mangione's life. What can you share with our audience, especially about the weeks really leading up to this murder?
Well, it's a mystery because in the last 6 months, he really went dark. So his family and friends were reaching out to him, trying to locate him. All of that kind of mystery happened in the wake of a back surgery that happened back in 2023. He posted to a Reddit account about this. So he had severe back pain. He went and got a surgery. It appears that the X-ray photo that he posted to his social media account shows pins in his spine. It appears that's his spine. And his friends have told us that he was in debilitating pain. So investigators are looking at, is there a link to his life spiraling out of control after this back surgery? Now, in the weeks leading up, that's like a black hole at this point. We cannot confirm exactly where he was. We know that his mother filed a missing persons complaint report in San Francisco in November. But now here we are in December. So his family was worried about him, looking for him. In the meantime, he was planning this. He obtained the ghost gun. It would make sense that would be in the Bay Area, which was his last known place of stay after Hawaii. Got the ghost gun, got the ammunition, made his way to the East Coast. We know he took a bus that originated in Atlanta. So how he got there, that's a mystery.
So, Anna, one really quick question as they're trying to piece all this together, because, of course, his lawyer says his defense is not that he didn't do it. He wasn't there. With this surgery, do we know if United was his health care provider, or that's something that we're still piecing together?
We're still piecing it together, but he referenced UnitedHealthcare by name in the 3-page handwritten letter that was blasting corporate America as his sort of personal justification for his actions. So we know that he had a grievance and specifically liked the idea of targeting this CEO.
All right, Anna Schecter, thank you.